24/7 Sports here live at the Elite 11 Finals. Night one in the books, that opening workout. It is done. 20 finalists from around the country are here, guys, for the premier quarterback competition. Andrew Ivins, Director of Scouting at 24/7 Sports, joined by Greg Biggins, Hudson, Standish. Guys, our top quarterback for night one, number one in our rankings, Keisean Henderson. Greg, first time you've seen Keisean Henderson, the Houston commit, and you were raving about him on the sidelines. What did you like?
Yeah, no, I loved everything about him. I kept hearing, not his setting, more of a pads guy. I'll tell you what, he was good. He was flawless, right? The arm strength was there, the ball carriage, the accuracy, changing speeds. I can't think of a weakness in his game. Just elite. And again, if this isn't a setting, that's pretty scary about how good he is with pads on.
Yeah, Keisean Henderson, known for that Davy Crockett hat. He left it at home because he wanted to prove and kind of separate himself, tell his story. And I think so far, really good what we saw from him throwing in that opening workout. We'll see what night two with Vice's Pro Day, what that looks like. Hudson, another guy that I think we wouldn't describe this as his setting. Landon Duckworth, the uncommitted quarterback out of Alabama, multi-sport athlete. He's got a bunch of state titles, does it on the track, does it on the basketball court. You liked what you saw from him today throwing the football. What did you think of Landon Duckworth's opening performance?
Well, I thought he really pushed Keisean Henderson for that top spot for us. With Landon Duckworth, I thought the deep ball was on point, but more than anything, his ability off-platform, changing the arm angle, getting throws that maybe we don't traditionally see him at Jackson High School in the state of Alabama. I thought he was making all of the throws. Looks noticeably better than what I saw at the Under Armour Atlanta camp in February, which I thought was a pretty strong showing. I think he has kind of stamped himself as someone that is on five-star watch. He's in contention for QB1 for us in this setting for the Elite 11 Finals. I was pretty fired up about Landon Duckworth's performance.
Yeah, kind of the wild card of the group, right? Put him in that same bucket as maybe DJ Lagway 2 years ago, right? A guy that we could see climbing into our top 32. Keisean Henderson's already a five-star. I got to talk about our number one player, guys. Faizon Brandon, committed to Tennessee. Early on, I didn't know we'd be talking about good things about Faizon Brandon. He ends up winning the Stack Athlete Rail Shot Challenge. Looked like me on the golf course, right? Needed some time on the driving range. There were some yips, there were some shanks in that opening workout, and then he picked it up. He went throw for throw with Will Griffin. Really liked what we saw from him. We were wondering, hey, is he going to separate himself from the rest of the pack in this type of setting? He hasn't backed away from competition, so started off bad, ended really high. We'll, again, like with these other guys, we'll see what it looks like the next 3 days. Greg, I also know you're fired up to see Texas commit Diabell, who is another five-star prospect for us.
So he was my pick to click, and I told him, I go, dude, make me look good, because I got you winning this whole thing. I mentioned Keisean, not his setting. Dia, this is kind of his setting, right? He's so pure. I kept saying, man, he's surgical, and I love Brandon, but watching those two throw side by side, Dia, a little more fluid with the release, right? A little quicker with the release. Maybe not this pure arm talent, but plenty of juice on that. I watched him drill. I counted maybe the ball balancing one or two times, and again, this is kind of his setting. He's pure with it, plenty of arm talent, mature, polished passer who can move left, move right, out to the pocket, in the pocket, drops. I mean, again, for me, a top three guy. He was right there with those top two guys. I love our top two guys, but I think Diabell did a great job. 2 more days to go, and we'll see. We'll see if he's our guy.
To me, he's just got such a natural feel for the position, and he's very coachable, right? I mean, Dad, former NBA player. It's easy to see, where all that kind of comes from. Hudson, one guy you wanted to talk about, Travis Burgess. This is a kid we've moved up in the rankings. I think he came into the week on 4-star watch. If we just had this one workout, I think he did enough tonight to be inside the top 247. North Carolina, I think they were ahead of the curve here. Beat out Auburn. Wisconsin was sniffing around. NC State. You really liked Travis Burgess.
Yeah, only one night, but Travis Burgess clearly an ascending prospect. Loved what he did down the stretch in the state of Georgia, capturing a state title for Grayson High School. And I think he's carried that momentum into this event. And including the entire offseason. With Travis Burgess, he has the prototypical frame. This is one of the first guys off of the bus. He has the athleticism, but the amount of throws he made to all three levels was extremely impressive, not only for us, but just in general. You could see kind of as he was going through reps, the other prospects were kind of buzzing every time that he would go through and complete a circuit.
Yeah, I thought with Travis Burgess, you watch the game tape, right? And what's so great about these events, you can try to match up up the in-person evaluation, how they look on drills. What I saw in the game tape, especially in that state title game, you saw it out here on the fields of Mira Costa High School. Guys, last one I want to talk about, Will Griffin, the Florida commit. He was there in the final two of the Stack Athlete Rail Shot Challenge. This is the best I've seen from Will Griffin. We're talking about a kid that's built like Tim Tebow, not the power runner like the former Heisman Trophy winner, but someone that started 46 career games at the varsity level heading into his senior season. I thought he was sharp. I thought he was consistent. Really good down in the red zone. I think if you're Florida, you're thinking about the post-DJ Lagway era. There's a reason to be excited about what Will Griffin adds, and Billy Napier, what he's been able to do with quarterbacks over the years. Graham Mertz, DJ Lagway, big fan of Will Griffin, what he showed. That's going to do it for the Night 1 recap. Please stay tuned to 24/7 Sports. Day 2 is going to bring that Vices Pro Day Challenge, and then on day 3, it ends with 7-on-7 play. Stay locked to 24/7 Sports for full coverage coming out of the Elite 11 finals.